Caption close. Two Indonesian fishermen who say they were enslaved on an American fishing boat have settled their lawsuit against the vessel's owner 7 years after escaping and receiving special U.S. visas as victims of human trafficking, their lawyers told the Associated Press on Wednesday. The attorneys said Sorian, who uses just one name, and Abdul Fattah settled their lawsuit for an undisclosed sum against Thoai Van Nguyen, the California-based owner and captain of the Sea Queen II. Nguyen denied all allegations of abuse but agreed to provide a detailed list of rights to anyone fishing on his boats. The lawsuit, filed in U.S. court in San Francisco, claimed the men were trafficked through the Hawaii longline fishing fleet and forced to work on the boat around Hawaii and off the shores of California. Citing federal and international human trafficking laws, the suit sought an unspecified amount of money for fees they paid and compensation they were promised along with damages for mental anguish and pain. The lawsuit was being prepared as a 2016 Associated Press investigation revealed the Hawaii fleet operates under a loophole in federal law that allows owners to use foreign laborers with no work visas or the ability to legally enter the United States. The workers, mostly from impoverished Southeast Asian and Pacific nations, are required to hand over their passports and confined to boats while working in the U.S., even when docked in Honolulu or San Francisco. Boat owner Jim Cook of the Hawaii Longline Association said Wednesday the settlement won't impact their fleet, made up of about 700 foreign fishermen on about 140 boats. He said they are separately preparing their own documents detailing rights which they will distribute to workers. Honolulu attorney Lance Collins said it's unlikely more lawsuits will follow even if they wanted to sue. Most of the fishermen in Hawaii can't get a lawyer because they're not allowed to leave the docks when they come to shore. Two poor fishermen from another country who were brave enough, or frightened enough, to run from their boat can't be expected to enforce regulations for an entire multimillion industry, said Collins. A broader solution has been proposed in Washington, where Hawaii's elected officials are backing legislation that would allow foreign fishermen to come onshore when they're not fishing. Hawaii's foreign fishermen are generally paid a fraction of what other U.S. commercial fishing crews make, some receiving as little as 70 cents an hour while working up to 20 hours a day. Conditions on the boats vary. While some vessels are clean and relatively safe, the AP found some crews living in squalor with sores from bed bugs. There also have been cases of active tuberculosis and low food supplies. Ken Bass, Nguyen's son-in-law who is acting as his attorney, said the dispute between Fattah, Sorian and Nguyen began with the fishermen getting different contracts from an Indonesian employment firm in 2009. He said Nguyen never had any direct dealings with the Indonesian firm but used a middleman in Hawaii who knew how to get workers from Indonesia. The contract Nguyen was given from the Hawaii-based recruiter was different than the paperwork given to Fattah and Sorian, Bass said.